You know, as ludicrous as it may sound, our Nigeria would not be at the 2022 World Cup in Qatar. That's the reality visited upon us by a lethargic Super Eagles who failed to fly when it mattered the most, having forced the Black Stars of Ghana to a goalless draw at the Baba Yara Stadium in Kumasi last Friday. Soccer-crazy Nigerians expected the Eagles to deliver the World Cup ticket in the return leg. Alas, it ended 1-1 at the MKO Abiola Stadium in Abuja. Now, with Ghana qualifying for the Mundial through the away goal rule at the expense of their arch rivals, you now know that angry fans invaded the stadium at the end of the game and damaged several facilities. We'll share some of the videos with you. Pause. Take this.
I don't think we'll come back to our house.
What did this man play for here?
They don't play anything, no. They don't play anything. I don't play anything.
Basket. They don't put basket. They win Nigeria. They don't Ghana. They don't win Ghana. Which better player when they get here? They go play with us. They go play with us.
It's not about whining or complaining. Think of something positive that you can say, that you need.
Okay, silent.
Think about it. Okay. What if you was ready?
All right then, pictures don't lie, and that's what we came back with from the MKO Abiola Stadium in Abuja. Now, for many Nigerians, the result has been long in coming due to the manner in which football is being run in our country. Okay, but days before the match, President of the Nigerian Football Federation, Amaju Pinnick, retorted when journalists asked him a question on possibility of Nigeria not making it to the World Cup. Hear what he said.
I don't want to tell you whether I'm a pessimist or a realist or an optimist. I don't want to answer that question because I cannot imagine it. No, that's the truth. I cannot. Listen, there are some things you cannot imagine. You know, can you just wake up and imagine that your house will burn down? No, you can't imagine it. So there are some questions to me, even you as a journalist, but importantly, you're a Nigerian. Pessimism is when you are thinking you'll fail. You know, I'm not in that school. I'm fixated for success. And I'm working. Listen, I'm going for a funeral service tomorrow. From there, I've told the plane to take me to Takoradi. I want to go and see the venue. I want to go and see what is going on. Do you understand? I'm not a fool. I won't be risking. I'm not asking NFF to give me money for those journeys. But because I know the importance of this. Listen, do you know the relationship, the bilateral relationship that we have with Qatar? As a government, then Nigeria will not be in Qatar. It's not. Just think about it. You want to see Buhari in Qatar, and he will gladly come to Qatar. So I'm telling you that it's not what we want to think about, you know. So please, next time when you're asking people that question, don't ask that question.
Okay, that was the man in charge of football administration in Nigeria, Amaju Pinnick, President, Nigerian Football Federation. Well, we are joined now by the sportsman, Mian Akiri. Mian, good evening to you.
It's a good evening, but I'm not a happy man.
Expectation is the mother of all frustration. So you were not surprised. What happened yesterday after the game?
Let me start from Pinnick's angle, who said he didn't want to think about the fact that Nigeria may not qualify, or it should not be asked that question, the possibility of Nigeria not qualifying for the World Cup. But this is the reality. This is football. Football is not about spoken English. These are the reality in sport. It's either you win, you lose. And for Nigeria, despite the 1-0 draw, we didn't make it to Qatar. And I must say, it is a shame, a big shame, that the green and white flag will not be hoisted at the 2022 FIFA World Cup in Qatar. The attitude of the players, if every player on that pitch had played like a Victor Osimhen, I'm not happy with the attitude of the fans. But when you listen to the fans who are always emotional, they said the players didn't play anything. And that was what they were watching.
Is that your summation?
But obviously.
That they didn't play anything?
They didn't give their best. They didn't play like people who wanted it the most. This is the World Cup. I give an example. I was in Russia in 2018. While the Nigerian Football Federation felt the Super Eagles players should not be disturbed before the game against Argentina, more than 1,000 Argentine fans were in front of the hotel of La Abecelis, and they were chanting, Messi, Messi, Messi. They knew how important that match was to them. When the players entered their bus and they were on their way to the stadium, you could see that none of them could sit. They were all standing and they were singing. It showed the determination in them. It showed how much they wanted it the most. For 90 minutes, almost all the players, except for Osimhen, were strolling on the pitch. They could not put passes together. Their ball control was porous. And that leads to questions, begging for answers.
Okay, but you know, give it to Nigeria, we have individual stars, but molding them into a team when it matters most is the problem. Administration?
Administration should come first. One, when Pinnick came into office 8 years ago, his promise was, I'm bringing scientific football to Nigeria. Under Pinnick, we failed to qualify for the Nations Cup in 2012. Under Pinnick, we have failed to qualify for the FIFA World Cup, Qatar 2022. And there is no other way to describe this administration as a failure when you can't give the FIFA World Cup tickets to about 200 million Nigerians. We know what football does to each and every one of us in this trying time in the country.
All right, quickly, Jide, there are two ways to be happy in Nigeria. One is to improve your reality, and two is to lower your expectation.
Well, I'm glad that yesterday, inside this studio, I lowered my expectation. And the young man who was sitting with me was saying that I was too harsh on the team. Maybe he watched a different match. The match that I watched, the Eagles played badly the first leg, and it was a warning sign. In fact, the first warning sign was against Tunisia. Eguavon should not come anywhere near coaching the national team. Because as a coach, as a coach is inflexible tactically, is sterile in terms of game management, and that's why we fail.
Reading the game.
When I say game management, it's part of reading the game. See, good teams move the ball fast. We were doing sideways passes throughout. Anybody who understands football knows that sideways passes will take you nowhere. You must be more direct.
And
play the penetrating passes. We had nobody who could do that. The Ghanaians held the ball better than us in the first leg and in the second leg. They held the ball better. They showed hunger. They showed hunger. Look, they had failed at the Cup of Nations. They disgraced their country at the Cup of Nations, and then they failed this one. They must not fail. You could see that they wanted it more. That's the same thing you see anytime we are playing Cameroon. Cameroon will never have the players that Nigeria has, but they always have that determination that your players don't have. So I'm not surprised. When General was asked to go, in this studio we said that was the right thing to do because we were playing without a pattern. We were not impressing in games. Those were warning signs. Anyone who will sit down in the sports studio and be praising the Eagles with the kind of games that they were playing, that person is just being emotional for nothing. It takes you nowhere. Now we've seen it, we can't go to Qatar. Even Amaju Pinnick was deceiving himself, saying maybe he doesn't understand football.
Okay.
We are not going. That's the thing. It disappointed their nation.
Yeah.
Look at fans who are given 500 pounds. 500 pounds were given free tickets. By Ronsewe. They lined up, got free ticket. And the support yesterday was tremendous.
Massive.
Okay.
Tremendous.
Massive.
Yet, the fans had nothing to cheer at the end of the match.
Cameroon went away.
Mia, we must go. I'm sorry. We must go. So the fact is there, if you expected nothing from the Eagles, you should not be frustrated anymore. The lesson is for tomorrow. That will just about do it on Journalist Hangout today. There's another one tomorrow from 5. You may watch a repeat broadcast of this episode tonight at 11. Join us on Sunday from 1:30 to 3:30 for an expanded show. We're also on YouTube at youtube.com/TVC News Nigeria. I am Citizen Jones Hussein. Bye-bye now.